This is an emergency message to Trump on this Friday evening. He just released a statement about 20 minutes ago calling for the Pentagon, calling for the federal government to down these thousands of drones and UAPs, UAVs, UFOs, whatever you want to call them, that are swarming military bases, key installations, airports. It appears to be a drone last night in New Jersey hit a passenger liner in the engine. They tried to cover it with a bird strike. We've seen the video. It looks just like a drone going to the engine. President Trump, when the Pentagon's telling you they don't know about this, when the FBI is saying that, that's BS. Most of the Pentagon's compartmentalized, as you know. Most of the FBI is not involved as well. But at the top, they are operating this out of different reconnaissance agencies within the Pentagon. These are all human craft. You can see that. It's clear. And this is a major psyop because you probably don't know this. Maybe you do, but there's a lot to know in the government. I've been studying for decades and still don't understand it all. But under COG, Northcom, starting in 2007, doesn't just take over the government in nuclear war or natural disaster. They can do it for UAV invasions or UFO events. I had an expert on today, Wall Street Journal, former reporter, going over all this. So this is being used to ratchet up the civil emergency. It's also a message to Russia about secret weapons. But the idea that, the Pentagon says it's not the Iranians, but they don't know who it is. It's rogue elements of the government creating fear, creating hysteria. Now the FBI is, we need the public's help with this. The military's been ordered not to shoot these down. Anybody else flies over a military base and loiters, they get shot down. That's default federal policy. I know you know all of this or should know all this, President Trump, but you're being set up 37 days before you get in office for a national emergency. It's all part of the fake virus thing they're pushing again and the race war thing they're pushing and the Russia war. This is very serious, sir. And people can read you in on this if you're not aware of it. Don Jr., others, Barron, I know you guys are informed on this. Get it to your dad in case he doesn't know, okay? God bless everybody. Get this video. All the viewers and listeners, get this to Truth Social. Get it to his ex. Get it to Elon. We need to get ahead of this right now. God bless. Follow me on X at Rolex.
Now, I personally don't know what's going on with these drones, but I can say that the fear-mongering tactics are working in terms of me going, what is happening right now surrounding Donald Trump? I've been seeing a lot of speculation online of more assassination attempts on the rise and things of that nature because of his winning of the presidential seat for 2025. But since mid-November, drones have been observed at night, with some reports indicating that they are pretty big, pretty large, up to 6 feet in diameter, and fly in coordinated patterns or with their lights off. These sightings have indeed been included in areas near critical infrastructure like military facilities and even presidential properties, raising security concerns. The FBI, along with the Department of Homeland Security and other federal agencies, have actively been investigating these incidents, so they say. However, they have not yet confirmed the nature of these sightings as drones, suggesting some could be misidentified manned aircraft. Official statements indicate no immediate threat to the public safety or national security, but there's frustration over the lack of detailed information, definitely, for sure. Now, I'm also seeing that 50 drones 8 to 10 feet wide are coming from the ocean, undetectable by heat. This isn't a hobbyist toy. This is sophisticated technology. If the government isn't concerned, maybe we should be. The question I ask is, what aren't they telling us?
Hi, Elizabeth. Well, I got to be honest here. When this story first came out a few weeks ago, as a resident of New Jersey, as a journalist, I didn't pay it much credence. I thought it would turn out to be a bunch of pranksters and this would all be over by now. The experience I had last night, however, changed the way I feel about this story completely. What I saw was more sophisticated than I ever imagined. Take a look.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, at least 5 lights, 6 lights.
I didn't believe what I was seeing. But what was I seeing? We're here in central Jersey. We've been looking for the past hour. I think we've seen about 40 or 50 of these drones. In fact, there's one over my shoulder right there. One after another, these drones appeared in the night sky. If you look real close, they look like fixed-wing aircraft, about 8 to 10 feet wide, colorful, white blinking lights.
That is not a plane.
Definitely not an airplane, but what was it? Hours earlier, I was invited to join the Ocean County Sheriff Department. They they launched their own drones to see if they could intercept the mysterious aircraft New Jersey residents have been reporting in recent weeks. The department says these mystery drones evade detection because they don't give off heat like regular drones.
Why do you think that is? We don't know. It's just something that we haven't, it's not something that we've had our hands on. It's not something that we've experienced.
Something they hadn't experienced until now. One of their officers called 911 after seeing 50 of them come off the ocean.
Advised after we made contact with that officer that there were 50 that came off the ocean.
50?
50. That was my reaction also. There were 50 that were coming off the ocean.
And this is a sworn officer.
A sworn officer, yes. We contacted state police. We contacted
This
the FBI.
is spooky.
Contacted the Coast Guard, at which point the Coast Guard went out with their boat, and they reported seeing 13 following their boat. And then the Coast Guard also advised that they went over them about 300 feet and had a wingspan of about 8 feet.
I see one right here.
Did I see the same thing that officer saw? I'm still not sure. What I can show you is this video. What I can tell you is I've never seen anything like it before.
Wow. Wow. Somebody said, seem legit. Why the mystery over it? A deliberate distraction to draw attention away from something else or a real threat. Now, we know in American politics, traditionally, they always have some very sparkly light going over here so they can distract you from what's going over here. So I wouldn't say that that's far-fetched at all. Southerners, if those drones come, obviously, they pulling out the guns. Somebody says, so they're not going to take them out yet? Is that another one right there? Yeah.
They're hovering.
They kind of look wide, too.
Look at the lights changing.
It is moving.
No, it's not.
It looks like it.
Yeah, but they're not moving. That's an airplane. Hang on.
Which one? The one closest to the top of the building?
Hang on, let me zoom out a little bit. Yeah, that's an airplane.
But the one in the middle,
that's an airplane. You can see it moving.
Yeah.
The one to the right, or over here,
The one behind the Capitol building is not an airplane.
or over here. That's an airplane. Okay.
Yeah, over there is, but look at
Yeah,
that one.
and I'm sort of saying, like, when you look to the left of the Capitol,
That one's
those are not moving.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. They're here.
Can we go back in the car?
They're here, Ella.
So Alex Jones is alleging that this is a warning for Donald Trump. They are trying to come and claim, well, how do I say? They are coming to pursue another life attempt. Who, though, is the question. We don't know. And you see they have drones explained right here with Chris Christie. Just asked Mark, somebody said, alien, so there's no way possible to track any of these drones back to home base when they start to run out of battery. Drones are spotted in Birmingham, Alabama last night as well. They're all over. And I'm going to read this last one. OMFG. Why doesn't someone with literally any drone with the camera go fly over theirs to them and see what they are? This guy is so dramatic. Quote, nothing I've ever seen in my life, end quote. Not detectable by heat. Just look right at it with a drone camera. Woo.
This is shocking. Okay. And I'm not the only person who feels this way. This was happening at Langley a month ago. Okay. These people are not crazy. They're seeing these things with their own eyes. This is not normal behavior. They are not planes that are coming in one direction and they're heading into Newark Airport and then they're landing. Okay. We spend $824 billion on defense. We have the greatest intelligent capability in the world. So how can you stand there and say to the country right now, gosh darn, we just don't know what these are?
Because I'm not going to lie to you or to the American people. And I'm not going to say we know something when we don't. And we would never, ever stoop to think that an American citizen was crazy or nuts because of what they're seeing and what they're documenting. We're taking that imagery seriously and we're doing the best we can to analyze it. And we encourage people to come forward if they have additional sightings and imagery. We want to do the best we can to triangulate it. But I'll be gosh darn if I'm going to stand up here and make up stuff that I don't know to be true.
We don't want you to make up anything. Do you know and you can't say? Can you tell me that?
No, I'm telling you, Martha, I'm telling you, we don't.
You don't know.
We can't corroborate every single sighting. Some of them we have, not all of them, and we're working hard to do that.
Now that was Martha McCollum who unleashed on John Kirby about how we pay $824 billion a year on defense, and we can't figure out who's even flying the drones all over the states right now, it seems. I mean, I can't say I disagree. I think that she's definitely correct in what she, said. The administration definitely likes to pretend that things are not happening when they don't want to, to give you an answer. But I don't believe none of it, don't believe your eyes. Nothing is happening is their notion right now. And there has been, that has been how they have handled everything since the day that they came into power. It's insane.
When things like this are happening, it seems everyone starts to look up, like my crew and I have been here in Mendham recording this video that you're looking at right now. We have no idea what it is, if it's a natural phenomenon, because it could be. But this is why so many municipalities are now asking people to reach out and send their videos to them or to experts who might be able to sort out what they're seeing in the skies. But I guarantee there are so many people looking up and making those recordings because this mystery is one that needs to be solved. For now, we're live here in Mendham Borough. Tony Yates, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
Lee's saying he's wondering whether or not that might be the moon, Tony, but you pointed out it's exactly the question people are asking. Yeah. What is it?
No. Yeah. Yeah, no, we're looking at the moon right now, and that's nowhere near the moon.
Okay.
All right. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, the moon.
Now, there's been significant public anxiety and political pressure for more transparency and answers from the government. Local and state officials have expressed concern over privacy and security, with some demanding legislative action to empower local law enforcement with drone countermeasures. Politicians from both sides of the aisle have called for briefings and clearer explanations from federal agencies, but of course, we get the usual, nothing. Various theories obviously are circulating, but none have been substantiated. There's skepticism, I can't even say it, about whether these are hobbyist drones due to their size, behavior, and frequency. Some officials have speculated about foreign involvement or sophisticated operations, but this has not been confirmed by any federal investigations, as well as again, the theory of this being an attempt for Donald Trump in some way, shape, or form. Now, authorities have cautioned against taking matters into one's own hands by shooting them down, as it's illegal and dangerous. The Federal Aviation Administration, FAA, has emphasized that such actions could lead to injury or property damage due to falling debris or battery fires. And the situation obviously is remaining under investigation, with officials urging the public to report sightings with any videos and things of that nature, as you just heard.